Hello traders and investors, checking in on the Canadian, US, and a little bit of mushrooms. We're going to combine everything here. I don't have a ton of time, but certainly a lot going on out there and a lot to check in on. APHA bullish earnings reaction taking the sector with it. Let's check on the charts.
Introducing the Chart Guys Swing Report, a weekly digital publication that uses technical analysis to identify long-term market opportunities. Understand the market from a swing trade perspective. Follow institutional money as it rotates from sector to sector, and make the most of the Swing Report's weekly trade opportunities, with key entry and exit levels provided. Performance is tracked and updated weekly. For more information, visit us at chartguys.com. Now, let's check out some charts.
So we'll start it off with APHA. There's going to be a lot of tickers that people want to look at, but there's 30 plus tickers out there. I don't have time to look at them all, so we're going to look at the ones that stand out to me. APHA, earnings reaction, gap up and run for a 21% day. That is unusual just in the sense that we run up to APHA earnings time and time again, and then we sell off on the reaction. This time it's different. You could point to a number of reasons. You could point to the actual numbers and the estimates. You could point to the significant change in sentiment in the sector, the significant fundamental changes going on in the US government with the Senate and the Democrats. Either way, the price is going up significantly, and we are in FOMO mode. If you look back historically, the biggest shifts in market cycles are on the monthly time frame. When we lost the monthly uptrend, it was despair and doom and gloom. And as soon as we regain the monthly uptrend, again, it's not marking the tops and the bottoms, but it's significant shifts taking place. APHA changed its monthly trend at 615, and here we are 100% higher. So keep an eye on those longer term time frames. You are your most bullish when your monthly, weekly, and daily charts are in uptrends, and you're most bearish when it's the opposite. And we went from monthly, daily, and weekly in uptrends to the all-time highs. We hit our Euphoria climax. Monthly, daily, and weekly were in downtrends for quite some time, and now again, they are all back in uptrends. In the short term here, these bulls are extremely strong. So we have an hourly support level to be watching at 1122. As long as that level holds, the bulls keep their complete control. New high of the day into the close. I believe they were on CNBC. I didn't actually watch, but I believe CNBC covered APHA. Their CEO might have been on there to give that volume boost into the close. And we'll see if we get any strength tomorrow. There's a little bit of weakness here after hours. You can see the bears just dropped the price pretty notably, a few percent. But bulls are trying to recover that here. So not paying much attention to that. We'll see where we open. One thing to note, the S&P 500 did close near its low. It has been ideal conditions over the last few weeks in blue sky breakout. So we have to be keeping an eye on things. Yes, the sector can do its own thing, but we know ideal conditions, blue sky breakout, and obviously strength in the sector itself. If the bulls do break 1218 tomorrow, if we have a gap up open, we're going to be watching for a temporary climax top, and that will just mark daily consolidation, and we'll just be looking for daily higher lows. But as far as next resistance, 1250 and 1264 are two little levels from previous resistance to be watching. And again, just looking for a short-term top if we do gap up open because of how extended we will be in the short term. And just like last time, we had a big bull move up, we had a gap up open, a temporary top was set, a bull flag, and then increasing bull volume with a significant move to the upside. So again, it's all about 1122. I had 0 swing positions in Canadian MJ yesterday into today because I wasn't going to gamble on earnings. It's just not my style of trading. And I patiently waited for the trade to come to me. And I love oversold bounces. First 5-minute oversold conditions on APHA, I started scaling in. And I made 2 entries in the 1120s. I sold half of that position on this initial 5-minute bounce just in case we weren't done yet. And then I was able to ride that position for some nice gains. I was planning on swing trading it. And then once the S&P 500 started hitting the low of the day and started seeing a little bit of weakness out there, I decided to swing my CGC position and to exit my APHA position just because it's a bit more extended. And I'm looking for the potential that CGC is going to act as a little bit of a laggard as people pile in for CGC's earnings reaction, which is going to be a bit further down the road. So keeping an eye out for a short-term top. I am going to be watching for the potential of a short if I do like the setup. And I tried to short APHA in its rising wedge this morning, and I just missed. And I'm much better at playing bounces than I am at shorting euphoric moves. But I was short up here at 1183, I believe, and I exited half on this little pullback, and then I did get stopped out my second half on this new high. And obviously, in hindsight, would have been a really nice pullback of about 6% or so. So I'm just going to put myself in scenarios where, again, it's just small risk. If I'm wrong, I take a small loss, and if I'm right, it's a very solid win. So I am keeping shorting on the table when we are this euphoric, but only if you're really disciplined, because again, the last thing you want to do is get stuck in a short squeeze, because bears from yesterday definitely got stuck in a short squeeze today. So ideal scenario, gap up open, I would exit any bull. I personally will be exiting my bullish positions, and then I will be flipping and looking for the potential of a short. And again, just looking for healthy daily consolidation once we do hit a temporary top. TLRY is also extremely bullish, daily bull flag, increasing bull volume and just exploding. And TLRY and APHA right now are our strongest names due to the merger that is going to take place. And again, same thing, the monthly trend change was an absolute massive shift. We've got the high of today, 1941 resistance. After that, we're looking at 20 psychological and 2109 as another little level behind it. Hourly time frame, short-term support is 1723. If that level holds, the bulls keep their complete control. If you are in bullish positions right now, you need to determine, are you going to sit through daily consolidation? Are you going to sit through the potential of a 20% pullback to find a daily high or low? That would be a bit more of an extreme pullback, but it's certainly possible. You know, from this high of the day to the hourly high or low on TLRY, that was already a 10%, 11% pullback. So again, just establish your game plans, and it's fine if you want to hold through daily consolidation. I just held through Bitcoin, at least some position through Bitcoin daily consolidation, and that turned out to be a good decision for now. So establish your game plan and stick to it. So CGC, bull break and close at the high of the day, and it really was a bit of a laggard. We started under the high of yesterday, and it was just bulls controlling the majority of the morning, and then we had this sideways 15-minute equilibrium. And I made an entry once it looked like the bulls were going to get their chance for a new high of the day. So I entered, I think, 33.60s or so, got that new high of the day, and exited half of my position into strength, and swinging half of that position for the potential of any follow-through tomorrow. Again, if we get a gap up open, I will be watching for a short-term temporary top and hourly support here, 33.08. So into tomorrow, hourly support levels are going to be very important to us as we see if the bulls are maintaining their complete control or not. Cron, same thing, extremely strong. Little daily bull flag into a breakout. Hourly high or low here for the bulls is 11.08. If we fail 11.62 tomorrow and break 11.08, we know a temporary top is set, and we will zoom out and scout daily high or lows. For bulls looking for entries on daily high or lows, we're keeping an eye out for first hourly oversold conditions. Those are called our backburner trades. Google Chart Guys Backburner to learn more about them. But in 2020, we were trading backburner trades on so many tickers, Tesla and everybody. Just really strong move. First 5-minute oversold conditions gives you a good bounce, and first hourly oversold gives you a good bounce. And that is a very high probability trade when we are in such euphoria as the broader market is currently in. So that's it for Canadian MJ. A lot of strength, a lot of volume, big percentage moves. Again, the US MJ space is just not seeing the dollar volume comparatively because they are held back on lower exchanges, and that will be the game changer as far as day trading volatility and opportunity when we do get up listings. So right now, CGC's volume today, $250 million plus traded. And for some of the bigger USMJ, I'm looking at CURLF, we traded 45 million. So huge difference. I'm watching IIPR. We have the all-time high, our high or low, which is very healthy weekly consolidation. This is an attempt at confirming a weekly bull flag, multiple daily inside bars. So I made an entry today, and my stop loss is under 184. And if the inside bar, actually, I'll move my stop loss up now with the low of today. I'll use that for tomorrow. So I'll put my stop under 187. If that level breaks, it's a daily inside bar bear break. I would still expect a daily high or low, at least initially, compared to 170.61 here, but it wouldn't be the trade that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a low risk entry and a bull break at 200 for a new all-time high. So putting myself in a position, a low-risk position for that possibility. And I fully expect that I could potentially be stopped out. And again, just a really small loss if that's the case. Just want to give myself the potential for that possibility. GRWG, daily bull flag attempt. We did double top at the all-time high. So there's no major red flag at this point, but it would be a red flag if we fail 53.33, lose our hourly support of 49.52, and then lose daily support of 46.67. That is now our line in the sand. If we lose 46.67, it's a double top and loss of the daily uptrend. So bulls really want to hold that level and give that double top another shot tomorrow at 53.43 key resistance. MSOS. I think our temporary top is set in the USMJ names, the MSOs. And again, just looking for healthy daily consolidation, but looking at a bearish reversal candle on the daily, a weak close. We are still in an hourly uptrend. So what we would need to see for the bears to prove it to us tomorrow is once we find a higher low, and I'm considering, take off extended hours, I'm considering anything above 42.88 as an hourly higher low. So to have conviction that our temporary top is set, we're going to find a level to bounce from. And then if we set an hourly lower high, failing to break the all-time high of 47.55, and then confirm an hourly downtrend, that's how we know, okay, that's our temporary top. Time to zoom out and scout a daily higher low. Their bulls are going to be looking to buy any daily and weekly dip in this sector, and that is something comforting that the bulls have in their favor. So again, same thing. First hourly oversold conditions, we will expect there to be significant buying. That's not happening anytime soon, as the hourly RSI is only just now getting back down into the 60-50 range. So I would like to see it confirmed. If I'm going to look for I've been scaling out swing positions. I did have a bull position before the results for the Senate and took a little bit of gamble on that. And I scaled out into strength. And again, I am perfectly fine leaving money on the table. What I'm not fine doing is giving back any of my profit. I just want to keep making steps forward every day. So I scale out into strength. I now have a position that I'm comfortable holding through the next daily consolidation. And I will be looking to add at daily EMA 12 support once that comes into play, or in hourly oversold conditions. Some of the individual strongest names, TCNNF is our lead bull out of the US MSOs. Just monster mode, blue sky breakout, gap up open for profit taking, keeping in mind that again, the US side and the Canadian side often open differently, not today. Gap up for profit taking. What stands out? That's the first time we've gapped up since that Senate reaction. So again, we're looking for an hourly higher low, but we've pulled back significantly enough that next time we bounce, we'll be looking for an hourly lower high as well. Some pretty decent profit-taking volume into the close there. So we'll then zoom out and we will scout a daily higher low with tons of space for it to form. So if you're looking long-term, there's no red flags. We have to consolidate from monster moves every now and again, and this is one of those periods that's shaping up for the potential of that consolidation to take place. GTBIF is another lead bull, and again, same thing. Daily EMA 12 is such a good guide. We will be watching that as a visual target. If the lows of today break tomorrow, daily consolidation clearly underway, and then again, first hourly oversold will be on watch, and daily EMA 12 will be on watch. Mushroom sector worth paying attention to. We have an ETF that I believe is going to start trading tomorrow, PSYK, and it's still listed on the NEO, so it's not big money, but there is the potential that that ETF will be buying some of these low cap penny stock mushroom names, and MMEDF is very, very likely to be bought by that ETF. So that's worth keeping an eye on. We've been watching this for a couple weeks at this point, and we have a triple bottom. I've been trading the US ticker, MMEDF, and a really nice triple bottom, 263, 264, and 265 yesterday. I played this oversold bounce to lower my break even of my swing position. I didn't trade the one yesterday. Obviously, in hindsight, that would have been nice, but I'm in a position right now where I am fairly comfortable, but we have to see a bull break of 337. We rejected from that level today, so we're just range bound. This was a top at 330, 337. Today was 332. So pretty much a triple bottom and a triple top. One of those has to break, and we're hoping that the ETF bull volume can help tilt the needle to the bull side. We did have Trader Stewie on YouTube or Twitter, a popular handle with 250,000 followers, and he posted about it here, and it posted about that triple bottom and obviously the big influx of volume. So a 10% move just from a Twitter post. You can see it's fairly thinly traded, $20 million traded today, a little bit more than that, but it is the weekly looking for the higher low. Nice base of support established, and if we do get the bull break of 337, we will then be scouting a weekly lower high compared to 507, and then we'll be scouting a weekly equilibrium from that point. So that's the rundown. A lot of names look the same, Hexo and VFF. They're all just varying degrees of the same setup on the Canadian MJ side of things. ACB, we know, is the weakest, and it's all about 1250. I would love to see a rejection from 1250 because that means we stay in this month or this weekly equilibrium that's just a tightening range, and I would love to stay within that for another month, get as tight as possible, and then I'll play it in whatever direction the break occurs. But nice and tight. If we reject, we'll then look for a weekly higher low compared to 816, but it depends on when temporary tops are going to be hit. So that is where we stand in the short term. Again, I'm being very protective of my profit. There's no doubt we're in euphoria mode. Yes, longer term bulls can point to the catalyst coming down the pipeline for USMJ. Absolutely. Those are coming down the pipeline. If you are not a trader, you're not doing anything in this volatility. But I am a trader, so I am going to lock in profit and look to buy dips. I hope you're well, do good things, and we will see you soon. Congrats to the bulls.